All right, find those seats, make a friend, eat that last bit of food or coffee. There you go. Awesome. Hello, everyone. Good morning. How are we doing? Good. Okay, we're going to try that again. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Good morning. How are we? Yeah, we're going to get this started off right. My name is Bethany Bayless. I work for Heroes at Home, and I'm your MC for today. We're going to have an awesome day with wonderful speakers, and we're going to start it off with a few announcements. My favorite. All right, first off, welcome. We're going to have an incredible time. It's a couple days of amazing speakers, amazing connections, and I know that you're going to have a great time. If you are interested, the restroom is out there. So you go out here, you make a left, and then you make a right in one of those little hallways. There's signage that says restrooms. Very important for your day here, just in case. Also, there's going to be a help table out there. If you have any questions, if you have anything that you need to know, any answered Post-it notes or anything like that, there's a help table. And also look for the wonderful people in gray shirts. Those are our Wise Advise team. So make sure you look for them out there. And I don't know if you guys know, but we are on social. Hey, so hashtag MilBlogging17. That's right, military influencers. It's MilBlogging17. Just make sure you got that right. We want to see your tweets. We want to see your Facebook posts. We want to see those Instagrams. So make sure that you put those on there. It's going to be wonderful. Let's see. So we got our welcome. We got our help desk. We got our restrooms. Hashtag MilBlogging. I believe it's time for our very first speaker of the day. That is Miss Judy Davis. She's going to teach you how. Judy Davis, let's do that again. Welcome, Judy Davis. She is going to teach you how to look at conference in a whole new way. Judy is known throughout the military community as the Direction Diva. She is also a motivational speaker, author, and entrepreneur, as well as a military life and teen suicide prevention expert, co-founder and CEO of DASIUM, a company leading the way in the prevention of depression, addiction, and suicide in teens/young adults. Judy has a passion for helping military and families navigate the emotional side of a military life. Her books, Right Side Up and Warning Signs, Is Your Teen at Risk, are the go-to resources, and her website are filled with tips, inspiration, and resources for those looking for direction. One more time, Miss Judy Davis.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to steal something from someone I saw, because as I didn't think I really need to after Bethany did that, but let's. So why are you here? It's a question that I asked myself before I actually came. You know, maybe you caught Cortez's drank the Kool-Aid thing he's been throwing around all over the place for the last few months. Or maybe when you saw who was going to be here, you went, hoo-hoo, I might be able to meet some of these people that I've been admiring online. Or you might be like I am and go, maybe I can just bump into somebody in the inconspicuous way and get the recipe for their secret sauce. How many have that kind of goal in mind, right? There's so many of us, and you know, when I stepped off the plane yesterday, I don't know what it was, but instantly I was impacted by, oh my goodness, I am going to meet the movers and shakers of this community. And I went, oh, I have to be professional. I got to put on my, my business lady face. I have to make sure that I say the right things. I need to practice my elevator speech. And I just was paralyzed in fear to stand up in front of so many people that I admire. And I really didn't know how to do that. But the reality is that behind this mask, this business person mask, is a real person. A person who is an entrepreneur that screws things up on a regular basis. Anybody with me? A person that oftentimes doesn't feel worthy of what we're doing, or when someone introduces us with all of our stuff, we kind of go, oh goodness, I can't believe they're talking about me or what I'm doing. You know, it's our passion that drives us. And it's our passion that the thing that we often feel like we need to get in front of everybody to share that, right? And when we learned back in the day when I started my first business in 95, I found that people told me how I was supposed to network, how you're supposed to have your elevator speech all perfect, how you're supposed to, present yourself a certain way. And, it was one of those things that it never really fit for me. It never fit for me. And I kept thinking, what if there's a better way? What if there's a better way to do a conference than handing out business cards? What if there's a better way to make authentic connections that actually don't have people running for the hills when they see you coming, right? Because I know there's times when you have that signal, let your little peeps know when you go like this, come save me, right? We've all done it. We've all been there. And if there's a better way, it's like, what if we could listen first? What if instead of that 2-minute, hi, I'm Judy Davis, I do this, what do you do? Let's exchange cards and move. How many of you have that bag of cards in your house that you were going to look at later and never had time to get to, right? We don't have that time. We're running businesses. The people that you remember are the people that you have real connections with. This event, look around you. These are the peeps that get your life. They understand what it is like to do the daily grind. They understand the challenges you face in trying to fix problems. They also understand the challenges that you do and have on the home front. Because I don't know about you, my spouse doesn't get it. He doesn't get my brain. Anyone else have a spouse that doesn't get their brain? Right? We all understand that in talking, we're going to have a bazillion different ideas, and we're going to want to implement them and do all of that. Our spouses don't get it. So here, I challenge you to listen first. Have those conversations that go beyond exchanging a card and pleasantries. I am so tired of elevator speeches. Anyone else with me? Last night, I can't tell you, and I'm totally going off what I was going to say, but last night I was sitting there, and I had the privilege of sitting next to someone on the bus on the way there, and we did the initial, what do you do, what do I do? And then he asked a question that was a little more personal. By the time I was done, I knew him, I knew who he was, and I knew what he did. Again, later on that night, I was sitting there talking to Judd from HCC, and we were talking the pleasantries. Next thing you know, it's a half hour later, and we're talking about our kids and things that we're passionate about. Next time I run into somebody that does needs what either of those two people do, I'm going to connect them. Here at this conference, I challenge you to do it differently. It's about having those long-term end game ideas in mind. It's not about how many cards you go home with, because frankly, who needs a business card? I can find you online, right? If I have a connection with you and a relationship to understand how I can solve a problem with you, we both win. That's where the money is. It's not about the deal you make today. You're going to meet all kinds of people, and you are going to talk about all kinds of things. And there's going to be ideas pop in and deals talked about, and the ones that you will remember are the ones that make that personal connection because you've listened and worked together to solve a problem. We are a community full of problem solvers, but too often we get in each other's way because we're worried about the competition. Let it go. This group is a group that can, let's just say that again, let go of competition. This group is a group that when we work together, we are a mighty force. And I know this, it's proven time and time again in my businesses. How did I get my book deal? I can tell you firsthand. Where's Bianca? She was my initial editor. She knows I can't write for crap. Seriously. How do I get 90% of my speaking gigs? It's because someone saw me speak and told someone else who was looking for a speaker for their event, and they call me. How will I get sponsorship for my new podcast? I'm going to help someone solve a problem that they have to get in front of families that are looking to prevent depression, addiction, suicide in their kids. That's how I'm doing it. I'm not going to do it by handing someone a business card. No one's going to look. So as we stand here today, I want to challenge you. I want to throw a gauntlet. And I wrote myself a little tips. Since I've totally gone off script, I'm going to go back to this. So when we do things differently, magic happens, right? It's in those long-term things that your superpowers ignite. And we all have them. We just might have to figure out what universe we have to go to ignite them, But we all have superpowers. And, we might think we just want to talk to the person that is really high on social media, but every single one of you in here has the key that can fix someone else's problem. But unless you engage with them in meaningful conversation, you won't even know what that problem is. And they don't want to be in your 5-foot radius just to get the card, right? So I'm going to challenge you today because I want you to attack this conference differently. Yes, hand a business card if someone asks you. I'm not saying don't do that. Don't, your rack card, give it to them. But have the relationship so that when they look at that, they remember the person and how you helped them. Because people, the magic happens, you can ask Cortez, he has this idea, and he did not go out and tell the entire community and all of Dallas and everything else about it. His passion ignited something that had people talking about it when he was nowhere to be found. That's the goal. The business piece that comes when you are nowhere to be found is where the money is at. Trust me in that. It's where it is. So I challenge you to be mentors to one another throughout these whole times. Listen more than you share. Learn enough about each other's businesses so that you can find a fit somewhere else for them. We all are in the same niche, but let me tell you, we got to get out to the corporate and to the civilian population. What you guys create day in and day out is needed out there, if not more than in our own community. And we can help each other make those inroads. We really can if we get out of each other's way, right? And there's a lot of people here that you may not know. Reach out to them. They may have the recipe for your secret sauce. We are a mighty community when we come together and focus on a mission to make success. Let's do that from this point forward for the next few days. Get off, throw your mask out of the way and get in the trenches and work together to solve each other's problems, because that's where the difference is going to make. Thank you very much.